Hello students, this is the second video for today as promised in the first. The video is on the same topic, on the rape of the lock as a mock epic. Before I come to the topic, the rape of the lock as a mock epic, I would discuss what is a mock epic. You know, the term is mock epic. Before this, I will take the word epic. What is an epic? You might be knowing the Hindi word for epic is Mahakavya. Mahan Kavya. That is Mahakavya. In English it is epic. The Ramayanas, the Mahabharatas that are being telecast nowadays, they fall in the category of greatest epics. Similarly, the Bible is also an epic. Besides the Iliad, the Odyssey by Homer, Paradise Lost by Milton, they are also the greatest epics of the world. So, what is an epic? An epic is a long narrative dealing with the grand characters, grand themes in a lofty style. And the theme, the issues, the characters of an epic that affect, that inspire the whole race, the whole society, the whole nation in years to come, to generations. Don't you think the character of Rama, the character of Krishna, Arjuna, and others from the respective epics, they have decided the fate of the nations, respective nations. Now, it must be clear about epic. Now it is mock epic. So the theme, the characters almost are same, but as far the style of a mock epic is concerned, it is different. Take the word mock. What is the meaning of mock? To laugh at, to mock, to ridicule, to satirize. So, a mock epic is in form, in structure, in spirit, are almost like an epic, but the style of an epic, the style of a mock epic is just the contrary or just different, you can say. It is written in satirical note, satirical style, in a mocking style. So, the rape of the lock is a mock epic. As you, in the previous video, I told, it is one of the greatest satires in English literature. Now I would come to the main topic, the rape of the lock as a mock epic. The rape of the lock is one of the finest specimens of mock epic poetry in English literature. As I told you earlier, an epic has a long ancient tradition and is considered the noblest work of art. It creates an awful, mysterious atmosphere, taking an exceptional story of a person with super human qualities. Pope basically was a satirist and was very much upset to see the social and moral degradation of the upper strata of the contemporary English society. Pope in this work ridicules the lifestyle and other sort of activities performed by the lords and their counterparts. He has chosen a very trivial subject, that is the theft of a curl from the head of fair Belinda. Of course, the theme has neither epic dignity nor the occasion for epic action, but the way and style in the beforemath and the aftermath of the incident presented is truly mock epic, truly mock heroic. I told you just before starting the topic regarding the style of the work, the Republic. It deals with all the essential features of the epic machinery, like lofty incidents, distinguished peculiar characters, style, which takes this work very close to other celebrated mock epics of different ages. The very title of the poem reminds us of the rape of Helen and the rape of Lurin. Belinda of the rape of the lock brings in the memory of Virgil's Aeneid, the opening invocation, the description of Belinda's toilet as an altar, her joining visit to the Hampton Court along with a band of her followers and friends, the game of Umber, the description of the battles, the incorporation of the supernatural are the epic elements. The poem employs a variety of irony and contrast. It is between the mighty and the trivial, between the high and low moral standard. The poem contains parody of Homer, Virgil, Spenser, and Milton. Belinda's voyage to Hampton Court suggests the voyage of Enid up to the Tiber in Virgil. The Cave of Spleen has an allegorical inference. The combat at the end recalls the fightings that are found in ancient epics. Besides, a few more comparisons can be traced between the Rape of the Lock and Milton's great epics, Paradise Lost. The use of the use of epigram, anticlimax, and ironies mark the poem a great parody. An epic or a mock epic, as I told you earlier, is not written in a common or in an ordinary, rather in a simple version. Rather, it should be written, particularly a mock epic, it should be written in an epigrammatic style. Unless and until it is done so, perhaps it will fail to mark its impact. So, here, the death of lapdogs in the Rape of the Lock is shown equal to the death of the husbands. Remember, it is written in satirical tone, being a mock epic. The breaking of the chastity of the women of the virgins have been compared with the breaking of the china jars. The two families presented in the poem that is of Belinda, and of Lord Peter, represent the mythological races. The Greek and the Trojans. The scissors used by Peter to cut the lock of Belinda has been described as two-edged weapon, little engine, fatal engine, etc. The way in which the toilet and the dressing of Belinda has been described in an unparalleled way. The baths and toilets of Belinda as represented, compared as the altar. What a exceptional satirical presentation of that. Moreover, it has also been presented how the baths and toilets of Belinda used to be fully equipped with the most famous items from the different parts of the land famous for. It has been presented as an altar which is well decorated with all the items imported from different parts of the world. Another important factor which takes it to the parallel of the great mock epics is the fine incorporation of the supernaturals. Every epic has some supernatural elements to deal with. In other words, it has become a must for the epics. So, here also there is a very fine blend, fine incorporation of the supernatural. And Pope has used the supernaturals in this poem on the principle of Rosicrucian theory and further fusing other familiar notions. The sylphs and gnomes play a very significant role in the development of the poem. They are the guides and guardians of the purity of melting maids. So many instances of similar scenes are there in the poem which makes it distinguished from other works of art. Judged from both views, points of subject matter and style, structure and theme, the poem is an excellent example of a mock epic. It has all essential elements of the epic. It is a parody, rather a witty parody or the heroic parody. In the work, the little is made great and the great little. Moreover, the way and style in which all the things have been told takes it to the pinnacle of literary glory. Undoubtedly, this is an all-time great epic of English literature that has been a matter of entertainment, a matter of great interest. At the same time, it provokes our feelings, our thoughts, and tries to bring the society, the human, back on the right track. Hope this would have given you a comprehensive picture of the topic, on the topic, and based on the above discussion, there remains no doubt that the rape of the lock is an all-time example of the greatest mock epics. Thank you for today.